Come on in, family. Come on in. Just getting this other video recorder set up here. Yeah, come on in, family. Come on in. Come on in. So I got two video recorders running here. Not trying, but doing my best to give you all the best quality video. So this particular video here is promised to the group that I work with, and I like to call them Century Village. So I'm going to be putting out a series of videos, step by step, walking them through the Tai Chi set. We're focused on Tai Chi original 13 movements. Tai Chi's original 13 movements as they were taught to me. Now, there's lots of different traditions and understandings of ways of doing things with the form. And as we mature in our understanding of how Tai Chi works, we understand that. So basically, what I'm saying is you may see someone that does things not quite the same as you see somebody else. And that's perfectly okay. That's their Tai Chi, right? Now, if you want to investigate and understand why, do that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that anyone is right, anyone is wrong. It just means that that was someone's perception, and perception comes along with a level of understanding. So if I was to be exposed to some information and my level of understanding was not so clear or not so high, my perception will be different. And we all have various degrees of perception, no matter who we are. It comes from experiences and everything else. But long story short, this 13 is known as original Tai Chi 13. And the longer you study the set, the more and more that it makes sense to you, the philosophy and everything that's involved. And I'm just super happy that the individuals asked to be exposed to this information. And first of all, I like to say, in order to learn this set or any set, we must invest some time, personal time, not just class time, but personal time where we're actually going through the movements, even if they aren't perfect. It doesn't matter. We have to start where we are. We have to trust ourselves to make a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's learning. So I always tell students, make a mess of it. And then we have something to work with. But if you aren't presenting anything, there's nothing to work on. I can't help you. You can't help yourself. So it's just a matter of going through it. And then it's also a bonus if you can have access to a real physical instructor. Going over these videos is great. People learn a lot. But they say that this art, Tai Chi, and I'm sure some other arts live by the same philosophy. It's a heart-to-heart art, heart-to-heart, meaning that the more you're able to connect with your instructor, so see them, you're able to get more information and you're able to retain more because it's not coming from a visual aid. It's realistic. It's 3D. It's live and direct, and you simply see things differently. But with that being said, I've been teaching online for quite a few years now, and from doing so, I've been learning and I've come up with a method that has helped a lot of students because I can see the feedback. I meet students periodically, and some students, they're distant, they're long ways away, but I can look at their forms and I can see that they're getting a certain level of understanding. And then they have enough to have their personal practice. 20 minutes per day for personal practice, that is going to bring you phenomenal results. And it's the only way to learn the form, to be honest with you. You have to invest 20 minutes a day, your time. You know how people go to the gym and they lift weights maybe 3 days a week. Then the ones who are real serious, they may go 5 days a week. You at least have to get you a 3-day. You have to get a regimen going. 20 minutes every 3 days, every other day. Set your schedule, work around what you have, and see where you can fit in that 20 minutes. Even if it's 5 minutes per day, that's phenomenal. So this is one of the things that I use to help me explain to students who aren't physically here, as well as the students that are here. I'm going to get a little aid here. So And we're going to get right into it. So first and foremost, this is something that I've learned that helped me learn in regards to direction. So in order to do the form, we have to have a certain amount of understanding or a certain level of understanding of our sense of direction, right? I said Tai Chi original 13. So it's based off of certain ranges of motion, certain movements, certain directions. You see that Tai Chi sign back there? North, south, east, west, opposites, right? So we have the primary direction and we have the secondary directions. We have north, south, east, west, or we have left, right, forward, backwards, right? And then we have diagonals. So we have four sides. Follow me if you would. It's a square box, this pad. This is a square or a rectangle. We have four sides, right? 2, 3, 4. And there's also four corners. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. We want to imagine that we're standing in the center of this square. We have forward, we have backwards, we have right, we have left. We also have diagonals, right? The corners, 4 corners. We need to make sure we understand it in our mind. It's going to be very important throughout our entire Tai Chi journey. All right. So when we're facing forward, we know where forward is. All right. So now bear that in mind. I want you to imagine you're standing in the center of a square. As we begin to move our feet, it's going to help you. All right. So here we are, family. I talked about a square, right? This noodle represents one line on that square or rectangle. This noodle represents the other two. We're only working with 2 lines on the square today. All right. So there's 2 that's not there. This one and the bottom one. You got it? So check it out. They're going to be on the floor like this. This one is the front line. Our feet are going to be standing right behind this one. This one's going straight across. We're going to be standing there. Feet are going to be parallel. I'll talk about it all the time. Parallel, perfectly parallel. The other union point, the other line, would have a corner here, right? We're not so necessarily concerned about that corner, right? Follow me. So, remember I said this line is gone and this line is gone. We're not concerned with those at this moment. We're standing in our Tai Chi beginning stance, ready position. I talk about it all the time, right? So here we are. My toes are touching right on that line. My feet are straight ahead. Notice I said straight ahead with emphasis. We want to make sure they're perfectly straight. So take a look down at your feet. Sometimes we think our feet are straight, but they're not quite straight. It might be a little off a little bit. If it is, that's perfectly okay, but let's realize it and fix it. See, something that's very important about Tai Chi is our structure, our structural alignment, having everything as precise as possible, right? So here we are standing in Tai Chi ready position. Here's some specific things about our feet, our body, our presence of mind, and so on. First of all, in between your legs here, this space, this distance, that should be about one of your feet, one distance in between here, like so. This foot distance, not too wide, okay? Feeling our feet on the floor, meaning we have to relax our feet. We open our toes. My hands are representing my toes. We open the space in between our toes, the webs of our toes. We feel the bottom of our feet touching the floor. We want to feel this. See, Tai Chi is a feeling art. We don't want to do this with our feet. Relax your feet. Spread your toes apart. We're walking up our legs now. Relax your ankles. Relax your ankles. You're doing this with your mind as you're standing here. This is preparatory. This is getting you ready to do Tai Chi. So, in order to heal, we must first be relaxed. I'll say that again. In order to heal, we must first be relaxed. Tai Chi is also a healing art. I tell my story all the time how it's healed my body. Relax. Feel your ankles relax. Feel your knees relax. Now, family, I'm big on knees. You know this. Knees do not do this. This will hurt your knees. You should feel pressure going out like a ball is here, compressing all inside of here, all inside your thighs, pressing out. But it's no force. Don't force it. I'll tell you how to have it happen more naturally. I'll tell you how to have it happen more naturally without forcing, because there's no force in Tai Chi. Not even with yourself, not even with yourself and the earth or others. We want to allow this to happen. So how do we allow our knees to relax and go outward? Okay, your tailbone here, the tip of your coccyx, tip of your tailbone, you want to have it guided down and just a little bit forward, not much. Just a little bit. This is too much. That's over tucked. Right here, almost in the center. You don't want it going back like this, because that pinches your tail. That pinches your, let's say about L2, L3-ish, right around the Mingmen area gets pinched. You don't want to do that, family. You want to open that space. You want to open that space. That allows your spine to relax. All right? So your spine relaxes. Now here we are, still walking through structure. So imagine 4 ounces of weight being added on the tip of your tailbone, the very tip of your tailbone. That 4 ounces will cause your spinal column to elongate and open up. Those discs, each disc can move independently, right? Sometimes with the lack of proper movement, full ranges of motion, we don't use it often. Tai Chi, we move in so many ways. Now we're moving our spinal column. Now we're encouraging our body to lubricate more, to move more, to create more cerebral spinal fluid activity. Oh, now all the nutrients is pumping up to your brain now because you want to open your space in between your shoulder blades. You want to make sure that space is open too, family. You want to make sure that space is open too, right between your shoulder blades. Now, how do we do that? I'm going to show you how we do that. You're going to have your arms a little bit forward, tips of the elbows, the very tips of the elbows, a little bit forward, not out back. Feel this, family. When you pull your elbows back, what happens in between your shoulder blades? Feel it. I want you to feel it. Pull it back and feel in between your shoulder blades. What happens? It begins to restrict the space because you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. So the space in between, now you're causing tension in your own body. So just pull them back forward just a little bit, which causes your chest to slightly concave. The sides of your fingers here, specifically your thumb and your index finger, those 2 fingers, your thumb and your index finger, you want those resting right down this line on my pants, just touching it. Touching, but not touching. Touching, but not touching, right on the sides. Remember what I said about tailbone and your knees, right? Check your feet. You always want to go back and check these things. All right? Always want to check these things. These are the principles of your body. Structural alignment, structural integrity. Now, we're not finished getting that spine elongated yet. You got 4 ounces on the tailbone. You got your shoulders nice and relaxed and open. By slightly concaving your chest, slightly concaving, not this way, pinching your shoulder blades. You can feel it. And then you can feel your shoulder blades open when you do this. You want them open. Now work your way up your spinal column. We're up into our cervical vertebrae now, right? C7 on up. Your chin, the very tip of your chin, you want it slightly pushed in. Slightly pushed in. You can look at my head. What's happening back here? I call this action chicken neck. You see people at the stoplights all the time, chicken neck, or sitting at the computer all the time, or on their phone all the time. What's happening here? That tension headache, because maybe you're not getting enough cerebrospinal fluid activity going into your brain, bringing in more nutrients, taking away more toxins from your brain, bringing more oxygen. You get what I'm saying? A lot of things are going on with posture, family. We're healing ourselves. We're learning how to put our body in the most comfortable, relaxed position by using structure and breath and allowing the big muscles to relax. That's the simplest way I can explain it. So we're working on structure. Chin slightly in. By doing so, you'll have a crown point here and a tip on that crown point. You will want that tip going up towards the sky. You should feel as if you're hanging like a puppet, dangling from that point right on the top of your head. That's going to cause your spinal column to pull slightly on the top. And remember, on the bottom, what do we have? That's right, 4 ounces of weight on the tailbone. That's pulling down. You got up and down, family. There it is, Tai Chi. Up and down. We have up and down. Got to have that principle in place, or we have no Tai Chi. If you only have down, that's not Tai Chi. Even going down, you got to have up and down. You got to still have that. It'll make sense to you later. Let's get into how to go from being in the preparatory position. It took all of that to get ready to do Tai Chi. You ready now? Because this is the ready position. I've gone through it with a lot of details. Go back, look over this, get these details down, the fundamentals. Don't rush. We're Tai Chi people. We are in no rush. Let them go fast. We don't want to burn ourselves out. We want to be comfortable so we can heal. So we're here, right? Take a deep breath in. Your body goes up and down your midline. We're getting ready to do Tai Chi 13, the original Tai Chi postures. Inhale in your nose and out of your nose. Remember, lips are sealed. The tip of your tongue is placed on the roof of your mouth. The very tip of your tongue, roof of your mouth. Give it a go. Now, we're going to begin here now. On this next exhale, relax. We got up and down now. Crown point pulling up, tailbone pulling down. And now my body's beginning to shift, going directly lateral to my left side. That allows my right foot to be able to leave the ground. You see that? I wanted to step out to that corner. Remember that front corner where the 2 lines meet on the square? Yes. And now turn your back heel out just a little bit, pivoting on the ball of your foot. See how my leg's turning? See that? Now shift your weight over onto this other leg. Notice my knee is still bent. Now my whole foot is flat over here now. Now the other foot, toes come off of the ground. My foot slides in a little bit on the heel. And just like that other leg turned, this one turns. Don't turn it too much. It turns. And now shift that weight all the way back over. And then come back to the center. Follow me now. Sink down. Your fingertips point in the earth. This is up and downward. I consider this the first move in the form. The arms are floating up like on a river. And then the arms are pulling back. Now here's some details. We're going to repeat this movement, although it's only done once in the sequence. We're just practicing it multiple times to get the details, okay? Feel your body weight. Now, as your arms begin to go forward, your body weight goes to the front third of your foot. Front third of your foot. Feel your body weight change. Your heel should be empty, basically. Inhale, the arms are rising up to your shoulder height. Your fingertips extend out infinitely. And then you bring your arms back towards you. Now, pay attention to this, family. Pay attention to this. When you bring those arms back towards you, bring them back to a 90-degree bend or close to it. This is no good. You cut off the energy flow here. No flow, no flow. Open more. Now look. All right? Keep that in mind. Also, as you pull back, don't pull back too far, because what happens to your shoulder blades? What happens when you pull back too far? What happens in between your shoulder blades? Feel it, family. You feel that? I'll give you a chance to feel it. Pull back real far. I want you to feel it. What you should not do. Pull way back. Feel what happens between there. They pinch, right? You're closing that space again. No. We want to open the space. So this is my point. As you pull back, don't pull back too far. Feel where it is. You have to find it in your body, right? It's a little out front for me. And then look, elbows go down, fingers flexed up. My body sinks. It's like I'm sitting on a chair. Sitting on a chair. Still remember, vertical spine, tailbone down, slightly concave chest, crown in, all of that in play. So no leaning forward, no leaning back, straight down. Now at the bottom of this movement, your wrists now begin to straighten out. The wrists straighten out at the bottom. They're coming down like this. Notice my elbows are in. Relax my shoulders. Elbows are not too tight. This is too tight. You want about a golf ball space under your armpits. About a golf ball size space under the armpits as you come down. As you're here, same thing. Golf ball size. More flow. Lymph nodes under there. You got lymph nodes under there, right? More lymphatic tissue can move around. Fluid can move around. For one, structure is better. For two, right? So as we're coming down, look at my body. Body's going down. Not down like this. Vertically down. The hands point to infinity. We're going to flow through it this time. Get prepared to flow through it. Going to carry to the next part of the movement. As I promised, a lot of details. I want you to get it, family. Here we go. Get your distance right, about 1 foot's distance. Make that a habit. Your toes are on this front line. Remember that. There's also a line going back. Specific. Pay attention. We inhale. The arms are floating out. This is called upward and downward, okay? About shoulders height. Bring it back, not too far back. Remember those ideas. Keep all that ideas in mind. About 90. Sink down your tailbone. As you're sinking, here we are, going into another movement. Your head turns and looks to your right. It's called glance right. Notice all of this is still happening while I'm shifting my body weight over toward my left leg, specifically my left leg. Look at the hands. Look how they changed. This is bouncing a ball down. My body is bouncing a ball down into the ground. That ball rebounds. The right hand comes on top. Carry Tai Chi ball. That's what's happening. I've been teaching you that for a while, right? So now we're doing it all together. Turn my body, my feet don't move yet. Here, pay attention. Right hand on top, carry Tai Chi ball. About throat level, and below the belly button, about 3 fingers. About 3 fingers below, 3 fingers width, right below your belly button. Bottom hand. Top hand right under your clavicle, right there, right at that notch. All right? Nice big Tai Chi ball. Now, I want you to work on developing that Tai Chi ball. So go back and look at this video. Bounce, catching and turning, same time. You want to get that nice rhythm. As you're coming in, you want to learn how to get that nice rhythm. Turning, right? Now we're going to go in further. Turning, this foot turns on the heel. At this moment, it's too close. I need to take it back to this corner. Remember, I started off up here with this foot. This foot has to go down this line, back to this corner. Very specific way of getting here. So now you know where it's going. You know the destination of this foot. Let's go through the specifics of how to get this foot here the right way. Here we go, family. This is going to be our last move. And we're done. A lot of information. Inhaling, arms are floating up, pointing out to infinity with our fingertips. Elbows are downward, pulling back. Your body's moving back to the last third of your foot. You're glancing right, sinking down, shifting left, developing your Tai Chi ball with right hand on top. Now, I can turn my body because no weight's on this other leg. I shifted my weight. Body still straight up and down, no leaning. Knee is bent. Foot still, this foot never moved. This foot doesn't move. It stays there. It's still straight. All right? This foot moves. First, it rolls up on the heel. First thing, it rolls onto the heel. Then it must move down this line toward the corner. Now, relax your body and allow your body weight. Notice I said allow. Don't push down. That's not allowing. That's causing conflict between you and the earth. Allow your body. By softening your body, the joints will open and the body will move over toward which now is your right leg, becomes about 70 to 80% full, meaning it has most of your body weight. That allows this back leg to be empty, not much. The heel stays down. That foot turns toward that 45, that front corner. Remember that corner? That's another reference point. These toes are pointing to that corner now. The back foot, which is your left foot, 45 degrees. Front foot, which is your right foot, straight down the line. Not this line. The imaginary line is not there. Remember? There was 2 that wasn't there. Your foot's there now on that back line. See this line? Right here in the corner. How do you get in the corner? Let's review that part and we'll stop here. Sinking down the body weight. So the body weight's going down as you shifting over, release the Tai Chi ball. It bounces back, turning on the heel. This turns as well. This goes down to the corner, right on that line. And you took your Tai Chi ball with you. Allow your body to shift. Turn your hips. I'll show you what I look like from a front view for this last position, and then we're done. So front leg here, straight. Back leg on an angle. Notice here, I still have that distance that we talked about, even though my feet are different. One's forward, one's backwards. I still want to have that same distance, which was about one of my feet. About. My legs are a little longer. Sometimes I make my space a little bigger. What you don't want to have is this. It's too tight. It's like walking on a tightrope. This will make sense to you later if it doesn't now. We'll go through it one time without stopping, and I would say this is a super good review for you to use on your own. I gave a lot of details. Don't feel overwhelmed with the details because over time you'll remember little bits and pieces of the details and then it'll all come together. All right? Just focus on the structure more than anything and then you'll get the sequence. It'll come. Here we go. Remember, we're starting feet parallel. Get your distance in between your feet, family. About 1 foot. Remember all the little details. Soften your feet, soften your ankles, outward pressure, tailbone down, pelvis relaxed, chest relaxed, chin slightly tucked in, crown point extending upward. So not like this, right? In and extension up. A little forward with the elbows. Soften your chest, hollow tidbit. And here we are. On your exhale, tailbone sinking down, 4 ounces of weight added, crown point pulling up. We'll go right into upward and downward. Body weight moving forward into the front third of your feet as your arms begin to float up, extending out to infinity with the fingertips. Begin to pull back. Elbows are down, while shaping close as possible to 90 degrees. Fingertips point up. Exhale, tailbone pull down, crown point pull up. Wrists begin to flex as if sitting down on a chair, pressing down on a tabletop. Release your fingertips, relax your wrists, point down infinitely into the earth while shifting over straight, laterally straight to your left leg. Tai Chi ball begins to shape, right hand coming on top, left hand under Dantian, turning on the heel of my right foot. Right foot has to step to that back corner, shifting, allowing the body to melt from back leg to front leg. About 70% weight distribution on the front leg, if possible. I said that's a good place to stop, family. Hey, we didn't bow in, but we can definitely do our bow out salutations, giving respects to all teachers and students of the arts, the known as well as the unknown. Let's take a breath out, sink down. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for continuing to study and improve your art, family. Welcome to the journey. Inhale up. As we say, health is wealth, and we most certainly grow together. Here we are, Tai Chi. Exhale. Inhale, the arms pull back. They circle back behind you, body still coming up. The arms are circling out like laterally while going up towards the sky, embracing the universe. My body weight moves to the front third of my toe of my feet. Left hand hollow fist, left hand circle, right hand right above, not touching. Exhaling on the way down. Inhale, pull up, breathing in all the way up. And then bring your hands towards your chest and heart. And then immerse yourself with healing energy. Healing energy. Any pain, anything that bothers you, any worries emotionally, physically, you can see them dissipate. Wash your organs. Imagine washing your heart, your lungs, kidney, spleen, liver, bladder, intestine, gallbladder, anything. Give them love. Anything doesn't serve you goes down the inside into the earth, drips off your fingers, recycled. Healing energy, scooping up the healing energy, comes in and up, back through those same organs, all the way up to the heart. Wash the heart. Step to center. Love for the universe. Thank you, family. Always an honor. Always, always an honor. And you already know that. Make sure you review the material, family. We put a lot of energy into this. Let's make it useful. Sifu Lester checking out. Tai Chi 360. It's been an honor. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you have any concerns, if you want to embark on your Tai Chi journey, if you have any concerns, let me know. Looking for a teacher, leave a comment. Doesn't have to be me, family. I love for it to be me, but if you're looking for solid instruction, I can be a gateway for you. So leave me a comment. Talk to you soon. Sifu Lester, Tai Chi 360. Check it out. This video will be saved under Century Village 100. Follow up for the next episode as we continue to grow, add more details. Peace. You're nearly forgot, family. You wouldn't let me do that. You wouldn't let me do that. Right back at you. Have a super fantabulous day. You're... That was nice. That was real nice. Peace.